Hi everybody, it is Miss Pratt here. It is Friday night and we are just wrapping up our education week. And one of our parts of our education week this week was to ask parents if they actually had any questions for us educators that you guys wanted us to answer. So we sent out a Google form and we asked you to just let us know what you're thinking, if you have any questions, and that we would get back to you. So I had planned on writing an email to address some of the questions, but when we looked at all of the questions that we got, almost all of the questions were the same. And the big question was actually from most of the SK parents wondering if their SK child is ready or what they could be doing to make sure their child is ready for grade 1. Now, I know this year was kind of stinky in the sense that our time got short. Hopefully we still will be able to go back in June. But definitely it kind of was stinky because we didn't get our full 2 years with our friends this year. In saying that, we have such a beautiful, wonderful program in Ontario that allows us to have our friends for 2 years. So our students already have changed so much since the time that they stepped through our doors in JK. So they've grown significant amounts in their learning and in their development. So I wanted to reassure you that because we have such a fantastic program that allows for time and growth, your children are going to be fine as they go on to grade 1. I also wanted to touch base. We kind of, as educators, we thought about the most important things that your child needs to know before they go on to grade 1. So we thought of some of that. And then I actually touched base with a grade 1 teacher that is here in the Ottawa Catholic School Board. And I said, you know what? I'm a kindergarten teacher. I know what we are supposed to do to get our friends ready, but as a grade 1 teacher, when you have the little friends coming into your class, what are some things that you really hope that they know or expect them to know? So we didn't want to make a crazy long list. We didn't want to make a long video or anything. So we have 4 main things that we are expecting from our SKs as they move on to grade 1 next year. So I have the little list here. I'm going to do a little bit of explaining. I was trying to type it out in our letter of the week that goes out on Mondays, but it just wasn't flowing properly. And I really wanted to be able to explain it with my words and my voice. Very vocal person. So I'm hoping that this video can help you a little bit. So those 4 things. The first thing is that a student that is going into grade 1 should know all of the letters. They should know what the letter names are. They should know how to identify the uppercase and the lowercase, and they should also know the sound that each letter makes. So throughout the year, we practice the letter sounds, and you guys have been seeing the videos that I've been making to practice the letter sounds as well. So it's important that when your child sees a letter, they can tell you what letter it is, and they can make the sound. So maybe they see the letter S. Oh, what letter is that? You can say, it is the letter S. Oh, what sound does that make? S makes S. So when the students go into grade 1, if they are able to identify all of their letters and their letter sounds, that's going to help them to be able to read and to succeed in grade 1. So that's 1. Number 2, our students are expected to have a solid understanding of numbers 1 to 10. So this means that they can identify these numbers, they can recognize them, in their number form, but also they can see them. Maybe they can see 4 cars and recognize that is 4. If they roll a dice, they can quickly identify what number is rolling up on that dice. They can talk about these numbers. If the teacher asks them to make 6, they can demonstrate what 6 is, okay? So they can order them, all of these sorts of things. They need to be able to know 1 to 10. If they know more, fantastic, you're on the ball. But that's just going into grade 1, what the teachers would really expect and want for them. Going on to number 3, the third expectation that we have heard from the grade 1 teachers, students need to be able to write their own name. So I know that this is pretty basic for most of our little friends, but yes, students need to be able to write their own names, and they need to have experience with doing paper and pencil activities. When the students go to grade 1, they're going to be doing a lot more of this, so they need to be comfortable holding a pencil. They need to be comfortable and feel happy completing different assignments using a paper and a pencil. This also includes coloring. So when I talked to a grade 1 teacher, she also said make sure they know and are comfortable with coloring. So that will also help with the pencil grip and all of this kind of things. So that is number 3. And number 4 is really, really, really important. And it's one of the big ones that we have been practicing in kindergarten for the last 2 years with your child. And it is strategies of self-regulation. So what that means is if your if your child is having a bad day, if they had a bad moment, they need to use their strategies to turn it around. So I know they're still little, but we have been practicing many strategies such as breathing. We are using our wits, which are strategies if you're running into a problem. For example, walking away, talking it out. Students need to know that they can go to the safe spot in the classroom. In grade 1, when they go, all the way to grade 6, students have a safe place. So this is another strategy for self-regulation. It includes sharing, it includes how you can talk to your friends, how you can get through a problem. This is going to be something that the friends are developing all through their years, but it's been really important that they go to grade 1 knowing their self-regulation strategies and how they can use them. And this is something that we work on all the time in kindergarten, so I know many of them are going to do a great job. I need to wrap this video up really quickly. So those are the main 4. Making sure they know their letter sounds, making sure they know numbers definitely up till 10, making sure they are comfortable with printing and especially printing their name and coloring, and for using self-regulation strategies. If you have any more questions, please reach out to any of the educators. We are happy to, talk to you about ways that you can practice more and make sure that these your children are practicing this over the next couple months before they go to grade 1, so that they're even more on the ball when they get there. If you have any more specific question regarding the success of your child in particular, or just a specific question, email us anytime or send us a message on Seesaw and we will be happy to answer you. All right, so I hope this helps. I hope this is a little bit easier and better to understand than in an email. And yeah, reach out if there's anything at all, and we are so happy to help. Okay, thank you, parents, and we will be talking to you soon.